we're out here today. We're going to do some techniques, pass blocking techniques for linemen. The other day there was some video that was shot with some rip, some club and swim moves taught by Jeff Tupper, showing defensive linemen how to perform these moves on offensive linemen. Today I'm going to show these linemen what to do, how to counter those moves, and why those defensive ends or defensive players use those moves, and what we could do to help counteract those. All right, so we're down here a little bit. Okay, now I want you to talk just briefly about what your coach teaches you as a defensive end, as far as I know he's big on the club, the rip, the swim move, and what his philosophy is about that. Why does your coach teach you those moves, and what does he say the benefits of those moves are as a defensive end?
Get to the ball. Get
to the ball.
Yeah.
And what does he feel? Why does he teach that? Or what does he feel those techniques, or why does he feel those techniques are more beneficial to use to get to the ball? Is there any particular reason why those? There's a lot of different means, but is there any reason he feels like those are better suited than anything else?
They're a lot quicker.
A lot quicker.
Get the ball.
Are reactors, right? You react on everything. From coming off the ball, moving on the ball, to what the lineman's doing. Linemen are thinkers. We're cerebral. We're smart guys because we know we have more responsibilities than the defensive line. I'm not going to waste any time with any banner out here. But so what this young man just said is his coach teaches him these different moves because it's the quickest way to the ball, and that is very accurate. So what we do as linemen, what we're trained to do, if you don't mind here, I'm standing for, he's a defensive end, I presume if I'm playing left tackle here, he's in what you call a 7-9 technique, what is that, outside shade, and in his mind, he's going to try to get the edge. It's a passing situation, there's no secret, so he knows it's third and long, you got to pass the ball. He knows that it's a pass, so his technique is, I'm going to rush the passer. I know as an offensive lineman that it's a passing down. And what we have to do to our advantage is we know the play, we know where it's going, we know the snap count, and if it's a passing play, we know if it's a 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop. We have to use those things to our advantage. What he's looking for is an edge to work off of. That's what defensive guys want. They don't ever want to engage squarely on the guy because that takes advantage, that takes him up, it takes him away from getting to the ball, pursuing the ball. What I want to think as a lineman is, I want to operate from the middle half of his body. I don't ever want to overstep this guy because I give him the inside, I give him 2 ways. I don't ever want to give a defensive lineman 2 ways, I want to give him 1 way, and that's it. And what I want to do is present to him, he's already got a preconceived move made up in his head. I want to take all that away. I want to totally use a technique that will make him go to a secondary move because I've taken his first move away. So just kind of in a slow pace here. He's in an outside shade. I know it's a passing play. And lineman, it's okay when it's an obvious passing down, cheat your stance a little bit. Now if it's a down that's not obviously the pass, you can either run or pass the ball, you want to be true. But in a passing situation, you want to give yourself every advantage you can. In this case, because he's not lined out way out wide, you got to worry about kicking out far. You don't have to get down and cheat. If your coach allows you to get a 2-point, that's fine. When he's this tight, 3-point stance is fine. But you want to get a good balanced stance, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, good base on you. You don't want to be back on your heels because you don't have balance that way. You want to be balanced here. And what you're thinking, based on his alignment, I want to step inside out. I don't want to kick deep like this because now I give him too much space. I give him an area to rush and power rush me. I want to just take him down here. I just want to pick my hand up and step, easy step here as he comes. As he comes now, I want to engage. What I've been taught by some of the best line coaches in the league is to use my high or my inside hand. Some coaches might not like that because they feel like if you shoot that hand, he might be able to grab you here and he's got a lane. I've always taught to keep my high hand or my outside hand free because what happens if I do shoot this hand, he gets me there, I can come back here and flatten down. Some coaches don't like that. Some coaches want him to shoot this hand. He can do the opposite. He grabs here. Of course, you can do the same thing, but it's better to have this hand free. So what we're doing now, he's coming, I've set, I'm here, I engage him. We want to aim right here. We want to get our hands here in these pads if we can. If we are able to get our hands right there, we control him. For some reason, if you're not able to grab, but you get your hands on him, you want to punch with that hand. And the key to that is, you want to have a good base, knees bent, back up, and this is where the bench press part comes in. You want to punch that guy. Don't just hold, if you can punch or grab him, knock him off a little bit, get your hands on him. Then you want to get this other hand. staying square. We don't want to open the gate, because now we turn our shoulders, what happens? He's got that lane he was talking about. We just call what we open the gate. We also don't want to do what we call overset, step out too far. He's got a beeline. Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. This defensive end would love nothing better than for you to overset him and for him to go straight to the quarterback. Because once you overcommit here, it's going to be very hard for you to be able to push him down. Now, if you got help from the guard, and that's a blocking scheme where you can overset because maybe you're responsible for a linebacker or a safety that's come up, and you're only responsible for this half of him, then it's fine. You got inside help. Some schemes, they've got tight ends, they got backs that do what we call chipping, and you're able to take a little more to the inside of the guy because you got outside help. That back will chip him back onto you to help you out. See, it's just based on the scheme. So we'll kind of go through this a little bit, step at a time here. He's out there, I'm down to passing down, good base, set, hut. I come up here, stab, and now work him. Now, do you move? What you do? Okay, he's done a rip move. And what he's taught is to get his arm and his hips and shoot his body past mine. If he gets this relationship, I'm done. It's a done deal. There's very little you can do other than to try and turn and run him as hard as you can. But I guarantee if his hips get by you like that, do this again. If he's able to get that rip in and get those hips by you, when you turn here, he's already gone. And all you're gonna do is be on his back, pushing him faster to the quarterback. So what we wanna do, that's why we wanna keep this outside hand free. So I'm setting on him, and he's coming. Now, he goes to the rip, I stab here. Throw the rip move, you can readjust. Here, and you flatten him out. You readjust. If you let him get into your body, he will get the rip move on you. Go ahead, let me say I collapsed the arms, I missed, you're done. I'm not saying quit and give up and turn there and watch. This is when it becomes a fight. This is when you have to do whatever you can to try to push that guy around. But if his hips get by you, 9 times out of 10, he's gone. So that's just one of the moves that's on a rip. They're also taught what they call a club move. What a club is, throw your club, it's meant to get you off balance. It's meant to get your weight here to the inside so that he can clear and go by. The only way to counter that club move is to have a good, solid base. You can't get high. If I come up here on my set and stand up, where's my power? My coil, my legs, my strength are straight. I have no power. All he needs is just enough to tip my body to get on by. When I set, what I do want to see is that chest up like this. Chest up, but look where the power is. You still have power in those legs. So when you set, guys, I don't want to see this stuff. That's not going to help you. I do want to see the chest go. I don't want to see this either. But what I want to see, and you come from that stretch, you're up here, and it's quick. You get your hands up and get ready to engage.